The only person I've really been able to tell about this story is my sister. I'll call her Michelle, because she gets dreams like these too. I really wish this was something that I could put on No Sleep. Believe what you want, but to me this is 100% real. For the past 10 years or so, I've been having some dreams that partially or totally end up happening in real life. At first they were silly, trivial things. The first one I had was back in the early 2007. I was just finishing up middle school, and my sisters and I were getting semi-obsessed with Disney Channel shows. My dream was a harmless, hanging out with celebrities dream. That particular dream featured the Sprouse twins from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. In the dream, I walked into a room where they were just wearing fake muscle suits, one in red and one in blue, and flexing in the mirror. I was confused, and asked, "What are you guys doing?" They whirled around quickly and replied, "Nothing." A couple of months or so later, an episode came out where they became superheroes, in red and blue muscle suits. Unfortunately, I hadn't taken to writing down my dreams until after this incident, so I don't have any proof that I dreamt it before it happened. Another one was a vague dream about spending the day with a guy, walking around, talking, and having fun. I didn't remember his face when I woke up, but I remembered his hair. He had a very pronounced cowlick at his forehead, and how it felt to hug him at the end. And how real it all felt. Literally 2 or 3 months later, I ran into a friend of mine at a local amusement park. We were both there for a school field trip, but for completely different purposes, and from schools, 3 hours apart. I ended up hanging out with him for the whole trip, until I had to leave. When I hugged him goodbye, my dream flashed into my mind. This trip was exactly the same as my dream, down to his hair and to the hug. On the bus ride home, I stared out the window in shock. This one is documented in my journals, and I still get goosebumps when I think about it. The dreams took a turn for the unexpectedly dark sometime later. My sisters, Michelle and Lizzie, and I made friends with 2 English kids through a writing website that Lizzie and I used. These 2 kids were really goofy and funny, and after talking to them for a while, they told us that one of them, I'll call him Mike, had cancer and was in remission. A while later, they revealed that the cancer was back, but Mike was going in for treatment again. Cue the dream. I dreamt that we, being my sister and I, went to visit them across the pond. I hung back with Mike's mum while everyone else played in the yard. I asked her about Mike, how he was doing, and quietly, she told me that this time the cancer was terminal. He wouldn't make it. We got the same news in real life a couple of months after that. He and Lizzie were really good friends, and she took it hard. I think she still writes "Dear Mike" at the beginning of her journal entries. It's been almost 6 years. I've started to recognize the dreams that are potentially real, and I've had one 2 nights ago. In the dream, a friend of mine was crying. At first I didn't know why. She didn't tell me, but then I realized her baby bump was gone. She'd lost her child. I hugged her tightly for a long time before I woke up. Right now, my friend is 5 months pregnant and due in July. I'm praying that I'm wrong about this dream.